Hello, hope you're having a good one. In regards to the first question, I have a quote here on page 182. The reality of Whole Foods is that its myth of abundance and efficiency is based on the idea that there are an abundance of vultures out there willing to pour 6 years of their life into a 15-hour job, yet remain cheerful, eager, and ready to serve all virtuous foods. Um, so what I think Laura's commentating here is that he's saying that these organizations, right, they don't care about qualities such as, personality, anything to do with personality, like, for example, Walter being eager, Walter being cheerful. They don't really care about those anymore because there's so many people out here that, need jobs, and, they don't want somebody who, or really they care more about the numbers more than they care about the people, right? So they prefer somebody who can work the hours and who isn't going to cause them trouble, right? And when they do cause them trouble, they just kick them out, right? They don't keep them around. And so it kind of creates this whole system of, like, this whole monopoly of these large organizations taking advantage of a bunch of different people. And I think that's what Laura's trying to really get at here. Really how far it's gone, right? Treating people like as if they're nothing. Going on to the second question, regarding the refrain "vote with your fork," and how does Laura complicate that idea. So I have a quote on page 203 and 202. He says, "And in this way, it is like all American consumption, deeply attached to our sense of self. We buy things to stake claims, to demonstrate autonomy, and to assert our unique experience." But then he goes on to say later in that page, "Back in the grocery store, this gets delightfully complicated because taste also exists in the third dimension, the socially determined one." So he's complicating it by introducing this new idea of, like, a societal idea of, like, what's good, right? He talks about how, or here on the page, he says people hesitantly ended up buying things, and it wasn't until they had a response from others that they decided whether they liked it, right? So he's really talking about a society where people can't even make their own decisions. They have to rely on, if somebody else thinks it's good, then they think it's good, right? And I think this ties back all into the monopoly of, the grocery stores, and how they really take advantage of people, and how they use certain systems such as marketing, stocking shelves, and, just quick and easy shopping to get people to buy their things, right? Going back to sustainability, they're not really treating their people right. So is it really sustainable? And then, of course, there's people who say, like, yeah, I'm voting with my fork. What I buy is, representative of how I feel about, the food industry. But, in a lot of grocery stores, you don't really know what's going on in the background. And, that's what Laura's trying to really depict here, is that grocery stores use certain techniques to try to get people to buy their stuff. And so, like, even if you are buying certain things and not buying other things, it's still benefiting one person, and, one way or another, somebody's getting used and somebody is, profiting. Thank you.